What you reading from right now?
Emmanuel's warning.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Emmanuel's warning, Baba Yanun 19. And then will the children of Adam, the children of Satan, the devil deliver you up to be disabled, crippled, impaired, afflicted, put you to work on their behalf to defend and protect what they have taken or trying to take from others, put you in a uniform or position, working on their behalf, have his seal, mark, Revelations 13, verse 17, chapter 14, verse 9, chapter 15, verse 2, chapter 16, verse 2, chapter 19, verse 20. Put your hands to work, build and fight on his behalf. The mark on your forehead, those using their minds thoughts to work on his behalf. Fight his wars at home and abroad. You return injured, wounded, maimed, both physically and mentally. And they also are killing you, and you will be hated by all other races, nationalities of the world because of my name use.
All right, one moment before you go forward. So now Bobby Noon talks about the mark. So he talks about it all throughout the doctrine, but I thought this was a good point out that he says the mark on your forehead, those using their minds, thoughts to work on his behalf, fight his war at home, abroad, you return injured, wound, maimed, both physically and mentally. Meaning that when master's hurt, we're hurt too. We even have an emotional fixation to our oppressors in the form of a mark. I just want to point that out. You can go ahead, brother. I appreciate it.
Okay. Uh,
I
the
don't mean to
mark
interrupt. I
of the
apologize.
beast.
Wait,
Go
wait.
ahead.
Dang it. Y'all can't even hear.
Go
Oh,
ahead. Go ahead.
I apologize. I was just trying to see how the genetic test and the mark of the beast, how do they relate to each other?
I'm about to read it right now. The mark of the beast is in your nucleotide DNA, the four letters arranged as his own A, T, G, C, the mark of the beast in sackcloth. And then even those who were allies, making alliances to others, will become offended and will turn on each other and will betray each other and begin to hate one another. And as to the religions, you will see a great many false religious prophets. First Kings chapter 22 verses 21 to 23. In Abrahamism, Mosesism, Jesusism, Mohammedism will come forth and will deceive and mislead very many world over of races not their own. Convince them Abraham religion is their own.
Okay, I got something. So the AGTC is the four different. Is for adenine, guanine, thymine, and cytosine. Is what it stands for. The different markers in the DNA. Jehun, I think there's an update from Bobby Anoon 2319. Can you read that one, please? It's in the green. It should be above in the green area.
Tour. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Update 2319. The mark of the beast is the DNA marker in the nucleotide. The markers are four letters A, T, G, C. The grafting and separating and marking of the new hybrid hominid species creature on the planet Earth 6,000 years back from the year 2000 AD At Tammuz 6th, 3761 BCE, his first birth, Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 and 27, Job chapter 14, verse 1. His bloodline of Rh negative, Luke chapter 3, verse 23 through 28, Genesis chapter 5, verse 1,
Okay,
Quran chapter 3, verse 32.
yeah, yeah, that one. I think it goes down. Let's see. Uh, it comes down. Well, I guess you may need to read that. All right, you can go ahead. You can keep going.
Yeah,
After,
yeah, yeah.
okay,
Because it kind of flows into it, yeah. Um, Quran chapter 3, verse 33. A beast man called Adamites, grafted and made by a group called Us, we, or in their holy book, Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 through 26, Elohim. In their other books called Theo and Alihat, who are also known as Anunnaki and Anakim. Numbers chapter 3, verse 32 to 33. From Arcturus beneath Draco and Pleiades, across between Draco and Pleiades, across between hominids who had 46 chromosomes, yet with the experiments and crossbreeding of the genes, DNA in the nucleotide markers ATGC DNA, you get the mark of the beast in genes. Revelations chapter 19, verse 20. Revelations chapter 16, verse 2, and Revelations chapter 15, verse 2. And Genesis chapter 4, verse 15.
I appreciate that. And what was the date on that again? I think it was two, three. What was that? 17.
This says 19, update 2319. So I don't know
19.
if
No,
19
no,
is
that
a
was it.
misprint, but
I wasn't looking. I
okay.
appreciate that. Appreciate the clarity.
So,
So I guess Bobby Noon, as you see, our sister, the concept of the marker or a marker. Bob was talking about it, reflect, relating to our DNA. The genetic kiss is talking about us protecting our DNA.